Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Oh, a good-looking return setup here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 43-yard line.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10. Sanders. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Panthers 7, Browns nothing. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second down and 4. From the gun, it's Shador. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try and run here with Judkins.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
The Browns at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Throwing, Sanders.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Derek Brown coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Sanders. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Pulled in at the 24. Almost out-kicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, first and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. It's Young off play action.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. And look at this Browns defense.
They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Looking to throw, Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 3rd down, Young from the gun.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Young to throw it. They'll roll him out right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Young. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. In motion, the tight end. To throw, Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running right, here's Achane. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it's caught. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still 2nd quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
An inside run with Judkins.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
3 yards. That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
A give up the middle, Judkins. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
To throw now, here's Sanders.
Rolling to his right. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Let's go now. Panthers 19, 19.
On third down, here's Judkins.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
The 18-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Sanders.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run from the gun. It's Judkins.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Sanders toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Young working out of the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Setting up a screen for Judkins.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
2nd and 7. Now Sanders. Oh, and that is incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Sanders to throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Browns 3. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On play action, Young. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Young. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fitzgerald now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Browns 3. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
On the handoff, this is Judkins. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And it is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Green. Flush to his right.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And this one's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
What a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Now, they clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 8. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Throwing, Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Panther first down.
They go play action. Young.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Carolina.
Now here's Young.
And that throw behind his man, and he missed him. Incomplete.
Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Panthers have got it on cruise control.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll get this complete to Tillman.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
17 yards.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Green. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Bulldozes past him. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
They'll look to throw again. He'll swing this out to Judkins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try it now with Judkins. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Off the play fake, Young. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Young.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Michael Jackson. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got him not picked.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Derek Brown
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Green. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down.
And that will force a turnover on downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And the defense closes quickly there, and they get maybe a yard to the 33.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Panthers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. In motion goes the tight end. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Here's Sam Martin now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10.
At their 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Green. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting him in for the sack. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's go now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find Tillman. He's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
This is intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
The 20, 5, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Panthers 42, Browns 3. Ryan Fitzgerald.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Ooh, with a juke.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what